What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. When I tell you that women have become men, it is actually the truth, okay? This is the truth. Women have become the new men in every sense of the phrase I've just mentioned. And of course, we see it with Lizzo. Primarily, Lizzo is dating Mike Wright. We all know who Lizzo is, what Lizzo represents. And of course, when you're that sort of lady, it doesn't respond to successful men in any way, such that they would want to deal with you. Lizzo's dating a man that is much less successful than she is. We talked about Kayla Nicole, this YouTuber lady who divorced her husband that she was cheating on Bandman Kevo with. The same is there. No man of any substance would put up with a woman who acts like that. Absolutely not. Maybe he might come through, do whatever he wants to do with you, and that's it. Nobody's ever gonna take you seriously. You're gonna be dealing with somebody that's broke, right? Lonnie Love, her attitude is egregious, okay, towards men, towards black men in particular. That is why she's dealing with James Welsh, a white man who makes substantially less money than her. We could talk about Erykah Badu and J-Rod Atkinson. You know, Erykah Badu wants to give, cursed Blueface, talking about he's trash. Meanwhile, you're dating a guy that's 24 years old or 24 years younger than you. Want to know why? Nobody of any means wants to put up with Erykah Badu, okay? We can go on and on. Cher, Alexander Edwards, Madonna, pick a guy. All of them young, broke, want nothing to do with her outside of the fact that she has money. Now let's get on to Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson is an inspiration for many ladies, especially the women that came up in my era. Janet Jackson still is larger than life, but was larger than life even in the 90s, before the internet was famous. You know, when guys used to sell 10, 15, 20 million albums back then? Yeah, that famous. Janet Jackson is one of the greatest cultural icons in American history of her era, along with Madonna, along with people like Princess Diana, Mike Tyson, or Michael Jordan, Wayne Gretzky. Those guys are on another level, right? But after all of that, Father Time cannot be escaped. And now Janet Jackson, who's on a world tour right now at age 57, cannot get a high value man to even look her way. Let's look at some of the situations. James DeBarge, she married him for a year, okay? Rene Alessandro Jr., whoever the hell that was. He's a Mexican dancer, video director, okay? So at that time, we already can assess it was already over by the time she married this guy. And she was 25. No guy on or above her level in her physical prime was willing to say, I want to marry Janet Jackson, okay? It gets worse. Now, here she has a chance at 46 with Wissam Almania. This guy's an idiot, okay? He married her. She lost like 300 million pounds, married to her. She had a baby by him. She's out. Now, look at how silly this guy's feel now, okay? Now Janet Jackson is on tour. What did Janet Jackson just recently do? Getting criticized. I'll tell you why. Janet Jackson is making out with a backstage dancer. She kissed this guy, Dario Boatner, on stage. All right? This was recently in Austin, Texas. Now, some people are saying, look, this is unacceptable. This don't need to happen. Why is she kissing this guy? And it could be a part of the set, right? But we know what's going on. The reason is that that's all that she can deal with now. Okay? That's all she can deal with now. It don't mean she gonna respect him, because she's not. Right? All those ladies going through those problems are going to be in this situation with that attitude. Be used to dealing with a younger, broker, who, man, we don't want to tell people that, but that's the truth, right? There are certain ladies still holding their weight. And I would argue that somebody like J-Lo hasn't hit the wall. She got You know, the guy that she's with, that famous actor, I forgot his name. But you don't see that for some of the ladies that are successful, do you? No, you don't. You don't see it. Want to know why? It's all about being a boss chick. Doing what I want to do. These men ain't this. These men ain't that. That's your behavior, right? Then all we got to do is go back and look at the dating history. Look at your failed marriages. Look at you can't keep nobody. And the one consistent constant that we are dealing with in every situation is you. Now in the 50s, 60s, what are we doing? We are dealing with a man that can't take care of you. You are married to or dating a 24-year-old guy, whoever you think you're dating, because you're not going to be able to nobody going to take care of you. Not that they need to, but they're not going to deal with it. This is what we're dealing with. Okay? We're not dealing with that. And a lot of these ladies who are successful getting old, and now you see what the real outcome is. I don't care if you're a womanist, if you're a feminist, explain that. You'll move the goalposts, right? You will say, black men ain't protecting these women, ain't providing these women. Okay, but then when they get older and they date these younger guys, oh, how Stella got her groove back. Well, which one's the argument? Which one is it? Or when these other guys are going out here dating somebody of another community, which I don't agree with, and then they're marrying somebody, non-black. And in the case of Janet Jackson, she was with the Hispanic man in the prime of her life who was doing less than her. That had everything to say, that had everything to deal with what I was talking about. And for the guy who was the billionaire, after she got his money, she's spending it on somebody that's 23, 24. And then you want to know, like, how can somebody take this serious? This is why in the black community, everybody don't even need to be in the conversation about what needs to happen. Some people are really just completely toxic. They want to make rules that don't exist. They want to get away from the nature of a man. Successful man would, for the most part, desire a woman of his age or younger. A successful man wants a woman that has some level of respect for him. But that's the boss chick dilemma here in Black America. This is why our community is so backwards. Because we have so many boss chicks with so many opinions that it doesn't work in any other society at all. It doesn't work. It can't work. No functional society, but that's sort of anarchy that I hear a lot of these ladies talking about. In many cases, it just doesn't work. And we can find out toward the end of their lives, when they date these guys, they don't respect them at all. They're pretty much getting house husbands. And you know a woman is not going to respect no house husband. I don't care how fine she think you are. She might yell and scream your name in the bedroom for what it's worth, but no woman respects that. But the problem is, what kind of woman do you need to be for a man to take you on that you want? We can never get away from that because women don't want to talk about that. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Read for all you celebrity bell. We're out.